It's 12 gauge, Dan.
The night falls on the table, red light glowing slow. Another case unsolved, yeah, we dig below. The tape rolls tight, whispers hit the mic. Every fact to fight, truth's a loaded strike. City by city, we chase what they hide. Every name in the margins, one lie, cold eyes in the photos, kills in the grain, 12 gauge, unmade, done breaking through the pain. We go deeper, follow the sound, turn the volume up, the truth going down. Every voice, every clue, every motive debated. You live with 12 gauge in dirt. Gauge in dirt. Gauge in dirt. Late night calls and the static screams, tossed down names in the killer's dreams. Truth in the shadows, lies in the skies, we paint the scene where justice cries. Got tape, got files, got a mic and a name, not chasing fame, just exposing the game. From the court to the corner, we narrate the pain while the system stumbles, we explain the chain.
Every episode, every theory, every heartbeat caught on tape. Truth don't sleep, and neither do we.
We go deeper, follow the sound, turn the volume up, the truth going down. Every voice, every clue, every motive debated. You leave the 12 gauge in town.
All right. How's everybody doing on this Wednesday night? My name is 12 Gauge. Welcome to my channel, 12 Gauge Investigative. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. You know, I decided to get on here and do a little bit of true crime and see where it goes. See what exactly we're going to discuss tonight. You know, I have an interesting show lined up for you guys. Something that is becoming a little bit of a phenomenon in today's generation. Not only are the students unruly at most places, but the teachers seem to be more of the problem than they ever were at any time in history. So let's take a look at this case right here. This has to do with a substitute teacher that for whatever reason believed that going to school under the influence would be a good idea. Can you think of any reason that this would be ever a good idea in public school? I can't think of any, but maybe she thought different. This case is brought to you by Law and Crime on the Case. So they did the original, and I present the commentary version where I add my own educational spin to it, my own theories and hypotheses, and my own commentary. So I'm basically presenting this under fair use. So I hope you sit back and you enjoy. And let's go ahead and drop this. And let's see what's going on with this school.
No, please help me. No, I haven't used it at school.
Where's her stuff?
She has cocaine in the building right now.
A substitute teacher accused of bringing cocaine into her middle school classroom and even using it right before class. 42-year-old Melissa Martin is now out of a job and facing felony charges. And police say it wasn't a coworker or administrator who caught her, it was one of her own students. For the first time, we're seeing exactly what happened inside that Vermont school, captured on body cam. We're on the Case, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
So one of her own students was the one that turned her in. Good job for them. Good job. You know, we should never have this in public settings, especially schools. They're being paid to substitute and to give these children an education.
Before we get into this episode of On the Case, one of the most watched shows on all of YouTube, I need to talk about our partner and sponsor, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
I haven't used it at school.
Where's her stuff?
She has cocaine in the building right now.
That's what I was curious about.
We're going.
Well, 'cause, there's no way she didn't do it here.
Yeah.
It sets on
Nope.
immediately.
I don't want to take possession of it. I want you to take possession.
All halls, upstairs and downstairs. I repeat, clear all the halls.
So this supposedly happened October 1st, 2025. And this body cam is being presented at 10:53 and 16 seconds. So they're able to be walking down a hall heading toward the classroom. Can you imagine being in that classroom? No telling what the hell's going on with somebody being high on cocaine. I don't know how it would last that long because it doesn't have a very long shelf life. So, I mean, they must have ratted her out like right as soon as she did it.
Upstairs and downstairs.
Where is her stuff? Is it in the classroom? Is she a teacher here?
So let's set the scene. It's the morning of October 1st, 2025 at the Barrytown Middle and Elementary School in Vermont. The school resource officer there is just doing his rounds in the hallway when a school employee frantically waves him down, telling him there is a substitute teacher inside who they believe is high on cocaine. Now, as you just saw, the moment the officer walks in, he's stepping into a perfect storm. You have the teacher, Melissa Martin, clearly in some kind of medical distress, the school nurse trying to check her vitals, and the principal trying to explain an unbelievable situation that there's cocaine in
her
the
out.
building right now in this teacher's pocket.
We're gonna come this way. We're gonna come this way so that doesn't fall on you
I'm
when we
so
back into that.
ashamed of myself. I'm sorry.
We're just taking care of you.
I'm so sorry.
Do you
I'm
want to
such a bad person.
No, you're not a bad person. You made an unfortunate choice, but you're not a bad
I'm
person.
such a... No. What have I done? My whole idea. Oh my God.
So we've got
Ah.
130 seconds. I'm gonna write that down for you. 100 oxygen, 98%.
Check her out.
I'm sorry, what was that? 98% oxygen.
No.
The question she asked right away is, what has she done? What has she done? Hey there. Long duck. Al turned her in. Yeah, Weird Al. You know, she is in a medical emergency. Basically, she's high on cocaine. And she's unable to keep it all together because everything is coming so fast at her that she's incapable of being in reality at this point.
I'm so sorry. I know. I'm not. Oh my God, my family is gonna be so.
No. So, did she show up with
What have
Hi,
I
Ted.
done? What have I done? Oh my God.
Are the kids in?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Let them get into the cafeteria and then we are going into a clear the halls for the entire school. Okay, I don't know if the ambulance is.
Yeah, she's in some kind of distress for reals. I mean, there's something going on with her. That is the resource officer, and as you saw her before, it said tweaking teacher. I thought it said twerking when I first saw this, and I was like, what? The twerking teacher? What the hell? So yeah, she's calling the ambulance right now, getting an update. The school nurse is checking her out, and she's hysterical.
They're not.
I'm already on it. You all set? Yep.
Oh my
I don't know.
God.
Did you guys already send
No, I'm
one?
gonna tell you why. It's your privacy. So that the ambulance can come and make sure that you're okay, it's your privacy.
She's saying she doesn't need one right now,
I want to go home. Oh my God.
but send them anyways, and she can just decline them when they get here.
Like I have something.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Oh my. I have no.
Leave your coat here at school.
Jacket.
And did you?
Check her out.
Are you guys okay? Did you use it at?
No,
let's
please
go.
help me. No, I haven't used it at school.
So, where's her stuff?
Bro, the coffee is going hardcore in this classroom. Of course, we know it's not coffee, but she is like totally on one. She can't stay still. You see her legs are kicking and moving all over the place? Well, there's a reason for that. This cocaine is a stimulant, and once people are on it, a lot of times there are involuntary muscle spasms that come with ingesting the drug. There's a lot of your muscles might get stuck in a particular pose, or you might have a nervous tick, gnawing at your jawbone, whatever it might be.
She has cocaine in the building right now.
That's what I was curious about.
We're going.
Well, 'cause, yeah, there's no way she didn't do it here.
Yeah.
It sets on
Nope.
immediately.
I don't want to take possession of it. I want you to take possession of it.
The officer moves down the hallway to the room where Martin was teaching. On the desk and chair, her jacket and backpack sit unattended. The alleged cocaine inside still a threat. The classroom is empty. No students, no supervising adult, but the danger is immediate.
Where is her stuff? Is it in the classroom? Is she a teacher here?
No way she brought the cocaine in the school in the backpack and thought that that was going to be okay. You know, in my field, we call this the crisis stage of the cycle of addiction. At this point, people are just like this lady, ingesting right before she used to teach this classroom, not thinking anybody's going to know, nobody's going to be able to see any different. And the fact that she brought the coke in the school in a backpack tells you all you need to know about her thinking.
Yep, you can run it. Run it out, Rob. Who is she? Oh my God. Erica to Kim. She was in his low, but we used to.
Yeah. Five, 7, 3. I'm gonna slide over here.
I don't know if this is her stuff or not. She said it's in her jacket. That's a jacket. I'm not gonna touch it.
575, 573. I want to slide over here.
She needs to drink some chocolate milk and calm the hell down because, you know, she obviously overamped and she got in trouble because her students saw that something was wrong with her and they decided to call the resource officer and let her know that the sub was not acting right. Hello, everybody who joined the chat. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I tried to put a GIF up there, but it wouldn't let me. So I don't know what's up with that. But have you ever seen somebody on cocaine? If you have, then you understand, you know, their involuntary movements and things like that. And this lady, as you saw on the camera footage, was all over the place.
Is this 100%
I'm not.
correct, bro?
It might not be. Just let me call.
I can have the canine over. Just do a sniff.
Where was she from?
Take 575, pressing your orders.
Okay, we're in that one. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Right,
Yeah, that's-
right, Rum.
That's 100%.
Hey, you want to slide over to the school and bring Lakota in? Teacher brought cocaine to school and is high right now. Yeah, I probably need to do a sniff on her stuff to take it. Yeah, do you know where Mr. Carrier's classroom is? It's in the second floor, back corner by the playground. I can get you a number.
I mean, cocaine is a hell of a drug, as Tyrone Biggums has once stated. You know, also, there's been famous songs written about the drugs, such as, I don't know who sang this song, but I Love the Cocaine was the lyrics. And you know, as far as these children having to deal with a lot in their daily lives, they should never have to deal with an educator, even if she was a sub, high on substances, attempting to teach them, because that is something that is not cool at all. Yeah, I know. I didn't even get a notification myself, and I notified my own self, and I didn't get a notification. I don't know. YouTube's acting crazy. Thank you for being here, though. You said Buck Cherry? All right. That's the band that did it. I love the cocaine. I love the cocaine. Something like that.
It's the math room.
Erica and Ted?
Yeah. Okay,
I'm
yeah,
just
it's
making sure you need to call to
281.
put us on the CRT.
It's a chick, and she's like visibly high. Like, she's in Erica Pearson's office, like tweaking right now. I'm in the classroom where supposedly she had the coke. I mean, she has it here. She didn't show up high. Like, she is like tweaking right now.
God.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
So that is for bag. That is
I mean, kids have it bad enough these days without having to have a creeper teacher high on freaking blow. No, you got teachers trying to molest them, lure them into their homes. You have all these crazy things going on, and most of these kids are on high alert on this fight or flight, and you wonder why they're so amped up all the time. Well, how, when you got all these things coming at them, how could they ever be safe in their environment? Do y'all agree, chat, that this is a very high risk environment for children? Oh, I like that comment, Walt.
Okay. We'll want a dog on it, and the dog's probably going to hit, and we'll just take it.
Do you?
Or one of us will just ask if we can search it. But
She told me it's in here.
yeah, I'm
That's
sure.
enough for me to do it, right? Because I'm school.
I don't know about your policies, but legal standard. I mean, we'll probably charge her with something if.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure she has something. If she has something, we'll probably charge her. So we'll just wait until we ever see her with her dog and run the dog around it. I mean, I can also go ask her if she'll let us search, but
Well, in most places, you can get charged with having illegal substances within so many feet of the campus. So if she had this in the classroom, they should charge her with possession at the very least, and determining the amount she had. You know, it could be Mandel, you know, but most definitely having substances in a school zone. I don't know how it is in Vermont, but most of the states, I think, have the same type of law.
we might as well run a dog around it though, just to make sure
Yeah.
it's actually hers. And the dog will hit on it if there was something in there. So
Officers continue piecing together this scene. They verify Martin's name, confirm where she lives, and coordinate with school staff about her medical treatment. At the same time, the officer calls in a canine dog to sniff out the items.
what's her name?
Melissa Martin, and I believe she lives in Orange County somewhere,
Okay.
but I can get that information for you.
They call it a canine? They don't know what cocaine looks like? I mean, those old cop shows we used to watch, those cops used to get that cocaine out of that duffel bag, put a little fingernail into that coke and taste it. Boy, they could tell if it was coke right away. Now, the new generation cops, they're going to call it a drug dog, the bomb task force, and all this stuff just to see if this is actually blow.
Something tells me she's not going to be substituting here again.
No.
Probably not anywhere. Yeah.
Am I allowed to be on the phone?
Probably, yeah. Okay.
I just need to get it. This is the nurse. I
Yeah.
left with the nurse's information
Yeah, that's totally fine.
for the ambulance. I just want to make sure you give it back to them.
Yep.
Okay.
And are the kids expecting to come in here
The kids are
soon?
not coming. Well, we locked everything
Oh,
down.
true. Yeah.
But I'm gonna. I don't think you guys will be done in 20 minutes. Probably not.
I believe that is either the principal or the resource officer. It's probably the principal. But they were talking at the very beginning when this lady was walking as the resource officer took control of the situation. So I'm kind of confused at that aspect, but I believe it could be either one. Can you imagine this situation? Answer yes or no in the chat if you've ever done blow or you know somebody who has.
In this room.
We probably will be.
Okay.
Yeah, Leo will probably be here in like 5 or 10, and then
If
we'll be
we
done
need
a
to,
couple
we
minutes
can
after
move
that.
this room to the library.
Okay, perfect.
The situation intensifies as officers describe Martin's behavior to the state's attorney and plan their next steps.
Hey, it's Officer Morris from the town. Just looking to run something by one of the essays.
I wonder what the drug dog gonna do if it's gonna start barking like woo 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 woo, or if it's gonna lay down right next to the backpack to signify that indeed, master, is cocaine. Thank you for bringing me from my nap in the car, but that indeed is cocaine.
Hey, Zach, it's Thatcher. How are you? Doing well. Colin, kind of an interesting one here. I assume there's some sort of criminal charge. My assumption would be reckless endangerment. We're at the school right now dealing with a teacher who brought and used cocaine at the school. She was a substitute teacher today, and she is like visibly high on a stimulant right now, like completely tweaking out. And she said that she brought and used cocaine here. We haven't actually found paraphernalia or anything yet. We're waiting
No, is that a rock?
for Leo to show up with his dog, and we're going to run on her stuff and see where we go from there. I mean, obviously, we find cocaine, we got criminal charges. But if we don't find anything, if we just find paraphernalia, just based on the fact that she's visibly high and said she brought cocaine and used cocaine, is that enough? Or? Oh, yeah. I mean, cocaine sets in and like instantly. So it's not like she didn't use it here. She has said she used it at the school, yeah.
But generally, good cocaine usually wears off in about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. It's not a long-lasting drug. So she could be coming down already out of the classroom. You know, they took her somewhere to the ambulance, I think. So she could be coming down already. So if they do find the backpack and they do find the cocaine, then possibly she could be getting other charges. But it sounds like this police officer doesn't really want to charge her with a lot. It's almost like, oh, she got high a little bit before she came to school. No big deal. If we can't find anything, we'll get her with just paraphernalia. What?
I haven't interviewed her yet because she's dealing with nurses here right now. But she told the nurses that she'd used it here. And it seems like she's pretty forthcoming. Because I saw her briefly, but she's like absolutely tweaking.
So he can tell that she's tweaking, but he doesn't know what cocaine looks like. All right, let's go on with this. I lied, okay? Most of you in the chat, you said that you haven't done it before, but you know people that done it. Have any of y'all seen the movie Scarface? Have any of you seen the movie Blow? So you know that cocaine is a powdery substance, right? It can't be mistaken for sugar. It's way finer than that. So if there is any kind of substance in this backpack, he should be able to know if it's cocaine or not. He should be like the old school cop. Dip that pinky nail in there and taste it. Yes, she is. Substitute teacher.
From my understanding, it was in the building, and she said it's in her jacket pocket, which makes me think the drugs are left in the building. My thought is just leaving any drugs around children is reckless endangerment, but yeah. Maybe. I'm not the state's attorney here, but I think you're probably right there. I'm pretty sure that is a law. It's just one of those things that never happens, so you don't know it off the top of your head.
You know, honestly, I can't be sitting here and acting like I'm a coke freak myself or a coke freak. I can't do that because I've never done cocaine myself. So I've been told that cocaine, the good stuff, leaves a bitter taste on your tongue. And that hence describes some of the song lyrics that are made about the fine powdery substance, kind of like Dancing on Glass by Motley Crue, which was about snorting cocaine on glass.
Yeah, I was more curious. I mean, I'm not sure how much she brought. I can't imagine she didn't use what she had. So I fully suspect at most we're going to find paraphernalia. And it's not like it's a DUI, so we can bring her up there for an evidentiary draw. So I wasn't sure if it reaches that level then.
Oh my God, you bring cocaine into a classroom, the kids are all around. That's not a danger to the school? What is up with this cop right here? I'm not liking his tone.
Or not.
Paraphernalia. Bull crap. What do y'all think?
Possession is criminal in itself, but
Okay, possession. All right, we can go with possession.
it's not a DUI, so how does that work when it's not a DUI, though?
What do y'all think, chat? You think she should get more
I mean, I
charges?
can always see if she consents to an evidentiary draw, but I was at the school and one of the teachers came down and told me to head upstairs. They were calling us anyways, but the school, like the principal's office, called us because I don't know how it came about yet that it became known that she was high, but like she is like absolutely tweaking. It wouldn't take a DRE to really.
Well, Mr. Officer, how much cocaine does she have in the backpack? Is it more than 4 ounces or more than 4 grams, less than 50, or is it more than that? Because, yeah, he said it would be worse if it was a DUI. That is crazy. That is crazy. Substitute tweaker, you're right on point.
Realize she's high. I mean, her heartbeat was also like 130, which is another indication. Because I overheard the nurses saying that too.
This reminds me of the episode of Family Guy when Brian became the drug dog and he started getting hooked on cocaine because he was like able to sniff it, so he becomes strung out on cocaine. I wonder if the drug dog is like napping because it's been up for days. That damn drug dog is taking forever. Where is it? Getting a coffee and donut? What's up?
Okay. Yeah, middle and elementary.
What's this dude on? He's just walking in a freaking circle. It's like, how many times are you lapping the classroom, bro? Are you on a little something something? I've counted at least 4 laps. How about y'all? He's just pacing back and forth. You're on one. Keep them going. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about teaching while intoxicated? You know, I mean, she's on school grounds, for God's sake. How can she not break any laws other than paraphernalia? This doesn't make sense to me at all. It really doesn't at this point. Hopefully they change their opinion about this, because I believe it is possession, and most of you had said child endangerment. That is very likely.
I'm almost certain. So it's lunchtime here right now, so all the kids are out to recess. And frankly, cocaine, as I said, sets on almost immediately. The fact that it's recess time, the kids went outside, and that's when I get called. As I said, I haven't interviewed her yet because she's with the nurses right there and they're checking her out. And I'm in the classroom with their stuff because we don't want any kids coming in here and being around the drugs. But yeah, I'm almost certain she used the drugs in the school, and if that's the case, then they were in here around children. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Leo's working right now, so he's on his way here with the dog right now. Because she's with the nurses, we're just going to run the dog around it, and if the dog hits on it, we're going to grab it all, and then we'll see if she consents to it.
This dude could have already opened up that damn backpack and looked in and saw if it was cocaine or not. If he saw a spoon, if he saw a lighter, if he saw anything of sort, then he could also get her paraphernalia, and like you said, Lenora, drug-free school zone. So yeah, there's a lot of charges she could be charged with, but this officer is either a rookie or just doesn't really want to give her the charges she needs to get.
Two opposite ends of the building. Oh yeah, the dog should hit.
They run the dog, it hits. Now officers are deciding whether to pull the jacket and backpack, get consent to search, or go for a warrant. The audio you're about to hear catches officers trying to piece together what happened, where Martin says she allegedly used the cocaine, how much, and just how close it came to happening inside the school.
What'd you say?
Train drugs in here before.
Here comes the dog. Stick it, boy. Get it. Show us where's the coke. Where's the cocaine? Show us, boy.
Jesus, Lakota, have some manners.
She loves to
Do you want to pull the backpack though and see if she hits on the coat too? She had said it's in the coat.
She told us
Lakota.
that the coat not yet.
That's right in the same spot.
I think just based on her saying it's in the coat.
The odor's there anyway.
Okay, we'll just see all over
Hey,
stuff.
Aquarius.
She'll probably.
So that dog hit on the cocaine, right? Uh-oh. Now what do we got?
consent to it, but the essays, yeah, the essays want us to Mirandize it too. Did she tell you guys where she used it for the car and the building?
She ended up telling us, I mean, she tried to tell she told the EMTs again that she used it this morning, and he was like,
There's no way.
he was like, no, when? And she just said, I don't know. And then he said, how much? She said, I don't know. But she said, I just kept putting it on my tongue. So she was rubbing it in her gums and her tongue.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like in a bathroom somewhere and then in a trash.
I don't know how it happened. I was just brushing my teeth like, I was using the Coke to whiten my smile. How the hell did I get it so much on me?
Or right here. She's just,
Yeah.
yeah, there's the jug there.
Okay.
Now, will you go up to the hospital?
Is she going up to the hospital?
They just loaded her in there.
Yeah, we'll go up there then. We'll try to interview her up there. And
Comments about.
okay, we'll see if we can just get consent to search these things up there, and if not, we'll have to apply for a search warrant to search it. Now, is that her backpack there, or is that a student?
No, that's an emergency student backpack.
Okay, perfect.
That's her cup. Can't really.
Now, do you know what she drives for a vehicle? Or,
I have no idea.
my dispatcher can figure that out. Is she from? She's from Vermont.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might as well run her around the car too, and yank the car if need be. That's what the SA said to do.
You already talked to them?
Yeah.
You can push me through a canine narcotics card and show positive alert.
I'm actually amazed the radio worked out well in here.
Alice, is the ambulance still there?
You could also locate Melissa Martin in Valcor, and she should have some ties to this area, and see what she has for registered vehicles. She is. Okay.
You did a good job. Good girl. Thank you. Thank you for coming
Yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
fast.
I was already here. I was standing downstairs.
Oh, were you seriously?
Yeah.
I did get a hold of Buzz.
I guess I have a misconception of search and seizure because I was under the impression that if it's in the common area and you can visibly see the object, you can search, kind of like somebody's purse in a car. If you're looking around and you see the purse, I guess the fact that the backpack is probably zipped up, that's what makes it inability, and they have a search warrant. That makes sense. But if the backpack was open, I would believe that it would be open policy just to be able to look in there.
Oh,
I called him too.
oh, okay.
You want me to send somebody? I think we're all set. I just want to let you know. Lakota, out!
Hey, frankly, we'll end up charging her if she has something. So.
No!
Probably with reckless endangerment, because she shouldn't be bringing around kids no matter what. 'Cause if she's at a classroom,
You
kid
gonna
comes
walk
in
the
and
code
finds
down? You gonna go outside?
This building.
Yeah,
Nope.
probably bring her out after.
hopefully never in any school again.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of unbelievable that somebody would
I guess so.
have that nerve. But
And then the officer learned something shocking. It wasn't another teacher or staff member who first noticed Martin's behavior. It was a student who reported she appeared high.
oh, the students did? How did it come into you
She's
guys?
quick with it. She's always.
Laura, student sports.
She knows when
said,
she's
hey,
working. It's
and
like.
something was just reported,
Like,
No, that
and
was
I
It was quick.
was face to face with Melissa, and I'm like, something's off, and I got Erica.
And then I looked at her and said, what did you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
So the students, but they weren't already out to recess at that point?
No, an 8th grade student
No.
on his way stopped in.
No.
He was getting ready, they were getting ready to go, and he literally.
So it was another student that notified the resource officer that she was high. And let me take a moment to let you guys know about the QR code up at the top. During the first half of the video, it is my own Cash App QR code. And this one right here is for a good cause. This is for the American Heart Association. So if you want to donate, any type of donation would work. It comes from your heart and doesn't mean or reflect on your wealth. So if you want to give to the American Heart Association, feel free. And once again, I meant to say these things at the very beginning, But I always start the video so quick, I guess, because of nervousness of having to get the show on the road. You know what I mean? I'm not used to talking for an hour and then starting the show. Maybe I should slow it down. Hey, Kels. Hey, Aquarius. But also, I got a notification that my monetization is full force now. There is super chats and memberships and all that other stuff that comes along with that. So if you want to take advantage of that as well, it's not that you have to, I'm just letting you know that it's back in order. I didn't have it. It's been like 2 weeks and I barely noticed that I hadn't turned it on. So that tells you how important it is to me. Well, let's get back to the show.
Really said she's high, but he also comes from a background in which he would be able to identify that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's wild, isn't it?
And then when I saw her, it was
Oh,
obviously.
it's completely obvious.
Yeah.
And I
That's
knew
a
that it
good
wasn't-
doggy right there.
Actually, I kind of thought maybe she had taken meth. to be
Good
honest with you,
dog.
but-
Yeah. Meth and coke are pretty
Yeah.
similar. Both stimulants.
No,
So,
enough.
all right.
She's like,
Well, thank
"Dad."
you guys.
Yeah, well, we'll head up to the hospital and we'll deal with her. And, yeah.
Thank you. We will probably wait till you guys get outside before we let them clear the hall so that you guys can walk
Okay.
through.
Yeah. Thank you. Will you park out front?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll head up to the hospital, interview her, and see if I can get consent.
No. See if what? I say,
I think I'll have to bring her stuff into the hospital to get consent. So unfortunately, she's got to be present, but it's a big, kind of annoying that you don't want it, but because yesterday he basically said if you can show that she did it in the building, charge them like something on that. Yeah. Just because of the fact that a kid gets
Oh,
No, but
actually, we need you
now.
Can
Yeah, thank
can
you.
we get you really
All
quick?
right, you're out front, Leo. All right, I'm over at the edge, so.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll
Heading off campus now.
we'll probably run the dog around her car too. We just gotta figure out what her car is. Yeah.
But are you heading out now?
Yeah, I'm heading straight out the side door.
the hall in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
With the classroom cleared and the evidence located, officers start preparing for the next step, talking to Melissa Martin herself. They head to the hospital where she's been brought in for evaluation, and what happens next, frankly, it's hard to watch. Body cam video captures Martin in clear distress as doctors and officers try to figure out exactly what she took and when.
Which room is the teacher in who's brought in that's high? The teacher who's high. B0.
B0.
Thank you. It's over here, isn't it?
Oh, great. No, it's just around the corner.
Oh, awesome.
There you go.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got it.
Melissa, other than cocaine, have you used any other substances? Are you snorting or injecting?
Snorted. It's on my tongue.
Okay.
My boyfriend and I fighting. And he's like a narcissist. And I stayed up all night.
I don't know about you, but if anything that I was to take made me feel like that, I would not be wanting to take any kind of illegal substances. How about y'all? And let me ask y'all a question, okay? Do you believe that the addition to police officers in the schools make it more of a prison-like environment than when most of us went to school back in the day? Do you think that has an effect on kids mentally, emotionally? Do you think that having all that kind of security really protects and makes them feel safe? Or do you believe that, if you surround the campus with metal detectors and all that stuff, I know it's needed. But I'm just asking you guys in the chat what your thoughts are on that. Because if you make a confinement like a prison environment, how are you not going to get inmate behavior? You get what I'm saying? Like back in the day, we didn't have a lot of that stuff going on. We could come and go all over campus. Nowadays, they can't even go to the restroom because of the illegal substances that are in the school and everything else. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? You know, that's just something to ponder.
Looking for an apartment.
Do you drink alcohol? How much cocaine do you think you're using every day?
No. Which I've never tried it ever. So it's just dumb. I'm worried I'm like, yes. I can't see it.
Yeah, her heart's probably beating out of her chest, and she feels like she's about to have a heart attack.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Crack is a hell of a drug.
I don't want to let everybody down.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody act that way on cocaine. I mean, most of the time they're speeding their ass off, but they're not really in an emotional crisis like she is. I mean, I wonder what her brain is telling her, because that's the reaction of her mind speeding at the moment. She should be almost off of it by now.
Wait a minute. I'm such a I can't look at my parents. I can't look at anybody. I'm so ashamed. I knew. I just don't want to wake up. I don't want to tell anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Melissa, can I get you anything to eat or drink right now? Like some water or ginger ale? No? Okay. We're gonna.
Would you like some milk, some peanut butter, something to soak that damn chemical up? God, this woman is a mess.
I need you to change into scrubs, so I'll be right back with some scrubs, okay?
Yeah.
You sure you're not thirsty at all?
Once at the hospital, the officer begins the formal part of the investigation. Martin is read her rights and questioned about what happened that morning. She maintains she never used cocaine on school grounds, but the officer, drawing on his experience and the timing of her visible impairment, presses her on the details, challenging her story and confronting the evidence head on.
So Melissa, I'm here for our aspect of this and our investigation into this, obviously. So I do have a couple of questions for you based on that. First, State's Attorney's Office wants me to read something to you, though. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk with a lawyer and to have one present with you during questioning. You have the right to a lawyer to be present with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you at public expense. If you wish in Vermont, that's called the public defender. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop questioning at any time. Do you understand those rights? Okay. Do you have a vehicle at the school right now? Okay, what is that for a vehicle?
A silver Nissan Rogue.
What's the registration on it, do you know?
Like my plate number?
Yeah. What?
I don't know.
Is it like a Vermont registration, out-of-state registration, temporary?
It's never a good thing when the Miranda's read. Never a good thing. I mean, You need to kind of plead the fifth and lay there and calm down if you can, because you're just digging yourself a bigger hole, Melissa.
Registration, green plate.
It's a green plate.
Okay. 575, 573.
You're cracking me up.
Maybe it's not gonna work in here. Oh, all right. So, what exactly happened today? Will you tell me?
See, my finger and Daddy and cocaine to hang away.
Good thought, Aquarius. Good thought.
So I overheard you talking with the doctor. You said you were fighting with your boyfriend and up all night last night. So you were trying to stay awake today at school. Is that what was happening?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm tired.
Okay. And when
Hey, I know. I partied too hard last night. What will make me get through the day? Oh, I'll do some cocaine. How about that? Not some coffee, not energy drinks, not anything that's legal. Let's go right to the top. Hell, why not? And while I'm at it, might as well take it into the classroom with me. Because I definitely don't know when I'll be needing to hit it again. Because these little kids are rambunctious and I need to escape or I'm going to have a very bad day.
at school, or where in the school were you using the cocaine?
I didn't use it at the school
Uh-huh.
or in the school.
Melissa, I'm going to be honest with
I
you.
had it in my pocket, in my jacket.
Well, your jacket was in the school.
Right.
So,
I
Melissa,
wore my jacket into the school, but I didn't do any at school.
so there's still some in your jacket pocket?
It's, yeah,
Okay.
well, that's where.
So, Melissa, I've been in law enforcement for a little while, and I've been around people who have used drugs for a while. I know cocaine hits you pretty quickly, and I know it usually wears off in a couple hours. It was around 11 o'clock when this happened. So if you showed up today at 8 o'clock, which is the normal start time for the school, you wouldn't be visibly high right now if you hadn't used at the school.
I swear to God,
Melissa, are you sure you didn't do meth and cocaine? Take a Molly pill and, that kept the pinging going for hours and hours where regular cocaine would have just wore off by now. If I'm a betting man, I bet Melissa took some Molly.
So
I used at the school.
my assumption is the kids went out for a recess and lunch, and that's when it would have happened. Is that true?
No, they had the 8th grade came in, and one of the boys said Miss Melissa's high or left it. No, a girl came back into the room and she goes,
Why are you twitching your feet like that? Can you try to stop doing that?
I have restless
Okay,
legs.
that's fine. That's fine.
My legs. I also have really bad anxiety.
Okay.
And my legs go all the time.
Despite her insistence that she hadn't used at school, officers search her jacket and backpack after a canine hits on both, pressing her about the student who first raised the alarm.
So you said one of the 8th graders came into the room, or did they see you out in the hallway?
Yeah, I had that class. I was teaching that class.
Melissa messed up. She probably pissed that little student off and he went and snitched. He's probably going to let her make it, but she probably called him out in front of everybody, pissed him off, and he said, you know what? I need to go to the restroom. Marched his little ass all the way down to the principal's office and said, guess what? Our teacher's high. Boy, he did the most to this woman.
And one of the girls that was in the class came back into the classroom and she's like, so-and-so, the student's name, she said he's a little snitch. And I said, what are we talking about? And she goes, saying that you're high. And I was like, what? And I'm guessing it's probably saying it because my feet and my legs go. I can't stop it. It does it when I'm not on anything.
Oh, damn, she's stuck.
I can't.
So what time would you say you used cocaine this morning?
I used it before I got to school.
Before you got to school?
Yeah.
Okay, like out in your
Like-
car, at home, where'd you use it?
No, like, I had used it in my car before I got to school.
Is there any in your car?
No.
So you used it in your car and then you brought what you had left into the school?
Well, because I had it in my jacket pocket.
I cannot, man. I bought me a coffee and I used the cocaine as sugar, you know, to make sure that I got a good rush going before I saw them little hellraisers. Look at her feet. She had just like jittery all over.
And I had my jacket on, and I wore my jacket into the school, and
Okay.
I mean, I didn't use any, I swear to God, at the school.
Okay. Who's your car registered to?
Uh,
Plead the fifth, bro. At this point, you need to call for an attorney. You're just answering his questions like
Where'd you
he
get
ain't
the
trying to
cocaine
take you to jail.
I found it.
You found it. Where'd you find it?
I don't want to discuss it. I'd like to not talk anymore.
Yeah, this is the time you need to shut up.
You don't have to talk other than answering this question. Frankly, you don't have to answer it. We're going to proceed regardless. So where we're at right now is we brought a canine into that classroom. We ran the canine around your stuff. The canine hit on both your
Yes,
backpack and your
no,
jacket.
yes.
So you can either consent to us searching your jacket and your backpack, or what's going to happen is we're going to take it back to the police department. We're going to write a
What's that saying you always say, Walt? If law enforcement didn't state it, it didn't happen, something like that. You always make a comment like that. I don't know where you got that, but that fits in this scenario right here. She needs to stop talking. He is gonna get her good. I mean, she's telling him everything he wants to know. He's gonna be like, all right, you seem coherent enough. Stand up. Turn around.
search warrant, and a judge will make a determination as to whether or not to grant that search warrant for the backpack and the jacket.
You can search my backpack, there's nothing.
Okay, and can I search the jacket too? Okay.
No, you can't. You need a warrant, bro. She just letting him have all the goodies. What is this?
Who's your boyfriend that you were arguing with last night?
What?
I said, who's your boyfriend that you were arguing with last night?
Damn, she's falling for all those questions.
So I assume in this dime bag is the cocaine?
So what
The dime bag?
A dime bag.
Yeah.
That's it? Okay.
A dime.
Is it just a gram?
Yeah, a gram.
Like 100 piece? Like 100 piece?
I don't know how much was in it, but, yeah.
That is definitely not paraphernalia. I mean, that is, you know, I believe that a dime fits in a folded up dollar bill. Like in the crease, that is a gram. So, you know, I believe that that is enough to charge her with possession. But I'm not quite sure in that state.
No needles in this bag, is there?
No.
Okay.
You're still gonna be a little bit.
You guys can go ahead. No, you guys are more important than I am.
Considered to change though.
Oh,
We can wait until you're.
I'll be done here in just.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Will you just let one of us know when you leave?
Can I snort the rest of that first?
We'll just have to have you change into hospital scrubs and all for our
I'm
safety
starting to
for
come down. Can I
holidays.
snort the rest of that, please?
As the interview goes on, the questions turn to how long she's been teaching, what she had in her bag, even the pills in her glasses case. And then the conversation shifts from a criminal investigation to a moment of crisis.
How long have you been doing substitute teaching for?
3.5 years.
That's quite a while. What are the pills in your glasses case?
Oh,
Can you show them?
yes.
One's just a gold unmarked pill.
Oh, those are like.
That's for my anxiety.
They're off the Amazon, or like to help you stay awake. and give you mental clarity. They're like a supplement. One's called would you like me to look them up and tell you what they are?
I believe you. You've been honest with me. So you said there's nothing in your car? Okay, because we're gonna run a canine around that car as well. And if I'm not a canine guy, but I have heard that canines
Yeah,
will
we can
alert you
tell.
on narcotics if there's been narcotics in the car and there aren't anymore. If that's the case, like for example, if you had cocaine in there this morning, the odor of that cocaine will linger in the car for far longer than a couple hours. So
The odor of the cocaine will linger for hours in the car. Not on regular cocaine, it won't, sir. If she was smoking crack, yeah, but not regular coke. I don't believe so. What do y'all think, chat? Do you believe that statement, or do you think he's just throwing stuff out there to placate his case on, him needing to search her car? This lady is all over the place at this point. I would argue, if I was her defense attorney, that she was not sober enough to be answering these questions. I agree with that statement right there. They are at times, they really are. They're full of shit. I agree with that. 100%. Trying to make her nervous, of course. Maybe the canine dog can smell it up to 2 hours. The coke? Not. But he said the smell of the cocaine would linger in the car for hours. How in the hell, if she just did a little bitty line, how is that going to linger? It went up her nose. This dude just reaching. I don't really care for this officer.
do find it likely that a canine.
Found it in my car, but like I just told you.
Yeah, just based on the fact that it was in there this morning. So, based on such, if that's the case and the dog would alert on that vehicle, we'd be asking for consent to search that vehicle as well.
Yeah.
I presume it's probably locked right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that was true, Mr. Officer, every time we got change and we got a dollar bill and there was a drug dog around us, that drug dog could go off and alert you that we had cocaine on us, because I heard over 80% or higher of all dollar bills have a trace of cocaine on them. If you were to put them under a black light or some kind of sophisticated lighting source, you could see traces of cocaine embedded in the dollar bills, the 20, the 5, the 10s. So, you know, I don't like this guy. He's full of shit, pretty much.
You want your lunch at all?
Now I have that song by the Cranberries, Linger, in my head. Somebody said linger. And now I have that song in my head. Did you have to let it linger?
Oh my god.
Melissa, I'm just gonna take the cocaine and leave all the other stuff here. The hospital will hold on to it for you.
You notice he didn't need a search warrant then.
So,
He's all up in that.
Melissa,
I don't want to go to jail.
Melissa,
I don't want
Melissa, you're here for
Jesus.
help. The hospital's gonna help you. So, based on the,
I'm sorry.
you're okay. It's okay.
Firefly.
So you're not going to jail right now. You're going to stay here. And I'm going to walk out the door in a couple minutes. So you're here. You're here to get help first. You taking care of yourself is the priority. Based on
Oh, she was yawning right then. Uh-oh, she coming down? She about to crash out?
your statements to the hospital staff, I have a feeling the hospital is going to ask you, or you might not even have a choice, frankly, based on your to them. They're probably going to want you to get checked out by Washington County Mental Health. Melissa, that's for the best. If you're going through some stuff, you want some you want to get help.
Oh, now she wants to go to rehab. I have a problem. Don't arrest me. I'm choking. Give me some water.
I can't really look at you. I feel like such a piece of
Oh, give me the rest of the cocaine before you go.
She came in for just a minute, and I'll be out of here in like 2 seconds. She just told me to grab her. I just need to drop paper on her.
No worries. Okay. Do you want help sitting up more?
I'm sorry.
Do you guys have any rubber gloves I can toss this on?
I'm overwhelmed.
Oh, I'm blind.
That's okay.
Thank you.
One for me, one for you.
Melissa, will you spell your first name, first, middle, and last name for me?
Try to do some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth.
I'm sorry. Melissa.
Actually, you can just do your middle. I got your first and last name right here.
Ann.
Okay. What's actually just
Oh my God.
what's a good phone number for you, Melissa?
After going through her belongings and talking through the events at school, the officer moves to wrap things up, explaining the charges and issuing a court citation.
They just gave her a citation?
I'm just gonna issue this to you, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Okay? Is there anyone you want me to contact for you? Just let them... Okay, I wasn't sure if you had like family or something.
Stop with the drama. You're only getting a ticket.
No, that's totally fine. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't want
Shut
them to
up.
know you were up here. I can do that for you if you need. But so
We
what?
can also do it like later in a few hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's up to you when. It's pretty much.
You bet your ass if that was me in that bed, I'd be handcuffed ready to go to the station. This lady's getting a citation, and she's acting like this, like she's about to go to prison, straight up.
And as far as your car goes, the school's probably not going to want to stay there for an extended period of time. Is there somebody I should contact at some point? Like, if, for example, if you stay up here, is there somebody I should contact to pick it up? I mean, you're not going to be in a position where you should be driving for a couple hours anyways.
I'm not all messed up. Like this is anxiety and panic that's coming out.
Now she has anxiety.
My legs are in panic.
I mean, even so, you shouldn't drive in an overly emotional state either. But you're going to be up here for a little bit.
I don't know how to. I don't know.
Are you okay if I
I
can
don't
grab
know.
her an outfit to change into?
Yeah. As I said, I'm leaving right now. So, Melissa, what this is the citation to court right here. It's going to be for next Thursday at 8:30 in the morning, 255 North Main Street in Derry. You're going to be charged with reckless endangerment and cocaine possession. So, at the time of it, you're going to show up.
Reckless endangerment.
Reckless endangerment, and for bringing drugs into the school is what that is. It's reckless because if a kid gets possession of those drugs, the kid could have serious health complications for that. And the drugs were left unattended in the classroom. So that was the reckless nature of it. So if you don't show up at that time and date, there will be a warrant for your arrest. You do understand that? Okay, will you sign acknowledging that you understand that? Okay.
Oh my God! Wait, what date is it?
A week later, Melissa Martin was back in public, this time inside a Washington County courtroom. The 42-year-old former substitute teacher stood before a judge and pleaded not guilty to 2 criminal charges: possession of cocaine and reckless endangerment. That second count tied to the drugs found in an unlocked 8th grade classroom. Martin was released on conditions including that she stay off school property. That will do it for On the Case, presented.
Bro, that's all she got? Wow. I've heard of people going to prison over that amount. You know what I mean? Like, golly. What do y'all think about that, Chad? I've been reading y'all's responses. Y'all have some funny outtakes to it. But really, do you believe that she got off light? I mean, it sounds like she got probation. Maybe a YouTuber can help her with her innocence. Yes. Yes. He or she, whoever you're talking about, can help fight the power. You know what I mean? I don't either. I don't either. I mean, she got out and dyed her hair red, you know. The lady of many color hairdos. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. She's not innocent. She's guilty. They found the coke on her, in her, presumed innocent until found guilty. That's just another way of saying I don't believe the person did it. Yeah, I know what y'all are talking about. Y'all are cracking me up with these. But honestly, what do y'all think about this lady's behavior? Do you think that there's more out there that actually indulge in this type of behavior all over the U.S.? If it's not drugs, is it alcohol? Have you ever encountered somebody that you've heard of that has went to school drunk? Oh my God, the kid set her up. Where the lab result? They can be faked. Sad face. I mean, honestly, do you believe that there's more stories like this? I mean, if they're not trying to sleep with the students, they're going to school high. I mean, I've never heard such. Or the students are shooting up the damn school. When did the school become a war zone? What has changed in schools so much that this is the daily reality of many places? I mean, I've heard this teacher straight up cussing students out. I know for a fact that many schools don't allow them to talk at all. Not in the hallways, not in the cafeteria, not even in the classroom. So imagine being a kid and you're forced not to talk. How are you supposed to interact with people accordingly? How are you going to learn social skills if you're not allowed to process this communication style? Hey, that could have been an altered body cam footage. That really wasn't his voice. And that really wasn't her. It was a hologram on the bed, right? Yeah, we didn't see the crack, so therefore, he planted it in her purse as he was looking through it. That's how that dime bag got in her purse. The cop opened the purse and slipped the dime bag in, and then he had the dime bag. You notice he wasn't pointing the body cam at the purse whenever he first started going through the purse. So therefore, there was something shady about that. You know? If there's no video of her snorting, she's innocent, right? In an alternate universe, yes. She pled not guilty to both charges. So did that mean that she didn't do it? Maybe she was out partying and somebody accidentally drugged her on the way to school. Inquiring minds want to know. But honestly, this is a sad case. I don't understand what compelled her to think that anything that she did after leaving her home with that cocaine was a good idea. Granted, people make mistakes. We all do. Nobody's perfect. And she just had her biggest mistake blasted all over the YouTube streets. And here I am even exposing it even further. So imagine being this lady and realizing that your dumbest mistake is all of a sudden front page headlines. Yeah, if she did it, she did it, you know. They should have drug tested her. That's what I was thinking, or done a blood test. You would have thought that she would have been drug tested, but obviously they didn't. Well, I'm going to play a short video. You can't leave alive without doing a little Idaho. It's almost a requirement for your lives, you know what I mean? And I've done this video before. So if you've seen it, I apologize, but I wanted to take a look back into 1122 King Road. Because many people will say that it wasn't even a home, it wasn't even a house. It was just an imaginary figment of people's imagination. So let's go, shall we? This is about 6 minutes long, so hang in there with me. Here we go. I saw that, Kels. Let me ask you in the chat, because you are more informed on the stuff that's going on in this case than I am. I've seen a lot of people arguing Bethany's room. Can y'all tell me in the chat what the purpose of their argument is? Because I haven't been honestly keeping up with this. Can you tell me why so many people are arguing that that wasn't her room? I think they were saying something about the blinds and that room had curtains or some shit. What's the argument in that? Do y'all know? Because I saw a lot of arguments on TikTok about it, and I was trying to think of why they would. The door was on the hinge or something, and it wasn't facing the right direction. Something of that matter. Was it more misinterpretation, misdirection that people are wanting to go with this? Can y'all tell me? Because in her interview, she said it was to the right of the door. It was to the left. Okay. I was wondering about that. Because I've seen that, you know. And they were saying that the door that was on the hinge was not correct because it was leading the wrong way or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, stack cleaning stuff in the corner. Yeah, that's probably what. I don't know either. I think she was nervous and the cop misspoke initially and she didn't correct him. Yeah, there's a big deal about this first floor bedroom. I think Melissa's right that there were supposedly cleaning materials in the corner, so therefore that concludes that there was a cleanup. Yeah. Well, let's keep going. I wanted to ask you guys because, like I said, I haven't been keeping up with it. I just scroll and I see different people's interpretation of different things. So, really quickly, because I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, the living room was right above her bedroom, right? So, how is it that she could? I mean, I'm sure she heard a lot of if people were still in that living room watching TV, or even later on, if she happened to doze off and she may have heard the table being bumped or moved across the floor. And, but I don't think she heard as much as people believe that she did. I could be wrong. Oh my goodness. Okay, I just wanted to get that on a video that I could remember where it was in case I need it in the future. Because it's hard as hell to keep up with a lot of stuff from that case. I appreciate a lot of y'all's comments that are very entertaining. Um, on this Lauren case, I have no freaking clue what's going on. I don't know if she's being attacked because she had a stance on a case, I guess, and then people are attacking her because she'd strike people if people used her stuff. I remember using her stuff one time, and people told me not to do it. So that she'd strike me or something like that. I don't even know who this person is. Oh my God, are you serious? You just can't handle that the 12 gets any kind of radio play whatsoever or YouTube play. You can't handle it. You can't handle it. It's time to go 7 hours talking about nothing. I would put y'all to sleep if I was talking for 7 hours. Y'all would lose it by at least hour number 2. You know what I mean? Y'all would lose it. Shoot the victims in the Vallow case. Okay. See, I don't know. I don't know a lot of the stuff that people talk about on these streets. I really don't. Try to stay over here in my own lane. It's only when people come messing with me that I have to kind of come out of my own part of the YouTube streets and go check out what's actually going on. I do know that one person you are talking about, and I almost could have called that. If it's not 12 hours worth of streaming, it's not content. But what's funny is those little shorts that I make on a daily basis, those shorts get you more views than the lives do. They really do. Even if your live is extraordinary, if you're a small channel, you're not going to break 100,000. You're not. These bigger channels with many more people in them, over 100,000 people, they're going to break 100 plus as far as views. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's safer to stay in my own lane. I agree with you. I agree with you. But it's not about likes. It's not about subs. I do hope to reach 10,000 at one point. I don't know where there's 9 people. So where the other 9,591 people are doing right now at this time. Maybe they're not even on YouTube anymore because people do that. They go on YouTube for a little while and they sub to a lot of people, and then life happens and they don't get back on YouTube, but they don't delete their channel. You know what I mean? So you don't you don't necessarily lose that sub until that person unsubscribes or they stop their channel. Well, y'all go have fun. I'm done for the night. Y'all go have fun. Have a good time. Represent yourself accordingly. Gosh, I don't even want to know. But those of you that continue showing up to spend the evening with me. Thank you so much for your courteousness and everything in between. I don't want to say certain things because it always gets copied or misconstrued. It's kind of like I didn't come up with the all right thing. That is Matthew McConaughey, and he is from Texas. He is a University of Texas alumni. He has every right to say that saying. He actually said it in Dazed and Confused. That's where it became popular. So when other people open up their shows with that, it shows a lot of ignorance because they're not even from Texas. They don't even support the football team. So they're doing it just out of contrarianism, if that's a word. So you're going to bring out buckwheat, huh? Well, thanks, Melissa. I wasn't, whenever I said that woman's name, I wasn't certain you were around, and there you were. Make sure you hop on in here. You're more than welcome at any time, as all of you are. Yeah, Matthew's up there by Longview. So, you can't claim to be from Texas and interested in Texas unless you're born here. Or you're a transplant. But if you live in the northern states and you cheer for other football teams and you have other kinds of interests to have nothing tied to Texas, why are you so fascinated with our state? So, in the words of Matthew McConaughey, all right. You guys have a wonderful night. Maestro, cue that music. Good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. Y'all take care of each other and stay safe out there. If it's cold in your area, stay warm. See you soon.